I check the surf report every single morning, and if it's ever more than 2 to 3, I try and book it out of work and go surfing.
When you look at those and there's waves, even if it's like 10 degrees outside, you'll still go.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is there's waves. Could be raining, snowing, windy.
Yeah.
If there's waves, that's the most important thing, because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Started surfing when I was about 8. My dad took me out to a spot called Doheny, just on these like 8-foot foam boards, and he'd push me into waves, and I was just instantly hooked. Growing up in California, we had a garage full of like 8 surfboards. Pretty much all my friends surfed, and we were all trying to do cool tricks and get better and one up each other. So it was just super fun. When we all got our permits and stuff and could drive to go surfing separately, it was like the greatest thing ever. Because we could sleep over at each other's houses and wake up super early and go surf, and didn't have to nag our parents to take us. We met because we knew we were going to the same college.
No, we met because we were in econ together.
Oh. Well, we started talking because we knew we were going to the same college, I feel like.
No, we started talking because you, me, Marley Banks, Cody Adcock were in like a group in econ class. Some of the first things we did together was go surfing, and with a...
Yeah, I've always pestered her to go surfing. I surfed daily at college. It was like essentially another class for me. I'd finish class and go surfing pretty much regardless. It was always fun. It was so accessible that I like had to take advantage of it. I knew I'd probably never live this close to quality waves again, so I went as much as possible. We were kind of ready to get out of like Southern California just because grew up the whole life there, regardless of how much I liked surfing. And I actually went and visited and went out to Rockaway Beach and like saw people surfing. I was like, oh, no way. I could do this. And so knowing I could surf in New York was a pretty sick thing to know. In New York, if you don't have a car or live near the water, it's kind of a pain to go surfing because I sit on the train for 2 hours, like freezing cold, soaking wet, with a surfboard covered in sand. People look at you and are like, what the hell are you doing, you psychopath?
When we came here, like, to visit, where did we go? Where we're just like,
oh, we stopped by Narragansett, yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, this feels a lot like home.
Yeah,
or was that in the
town
summer?
No, it was in the winter. It was freezing.
Yeah.
I saw people surfing. I was like, no way. So moved to Rhode Island. Knew that surfing was going to be more accessible here. So got 2 new boards and a winter suit. Checked the report constantly and went whenever there was wave. Surfing in New England is tough. There's not a whole lot of swell, so when there is, you got to take full advantage of it and sacrifice work. Just kidding, don't put that in.
I mean, you would go like the day after some snowstorms. Like there would be like a massive. You went like very recently, wasn't that when you guys were filming? And you like got out of work and you came home and you're like, I think I'm gonna go surfing. They're gonna videotape me, and then just like got all your shit together. And it was freezing cold, like bananas cold. And you were just walking around in the sand and...
I put my wetsuit on here and then drive in my wetsuit.
Oh yeah, you always drive in the
Walk
wetsuit.
out in my booties. Yeah, if you want to surf out in the Northeast or in New England, you got to be super committed and willing to deal with any type of weather. You got to really love surfing because no one's going to go surfing this if they don't love it. You might not see anyone else out there, or be hard pressed to find anyone to go with you because no one wants to because it's freezing. Like I'm surfing in this harsh weather and
for not very good waves because I love it, and it's a good way to separate from all the stressors in my life, to kind of get away from all that and just be in the water, especially with friends. Oh yeah, that day was horrible. That day was tiny. That was probably like the wave of the day.
Where was it?
Narragansett. It's just one of those like closed out, mushy weekdays that like you stand up and maybe get a turn in, and that's the turn.
The mushy weak waves.
Yeah, no, it was like a beautiful day, but like not good waves. Bye. Sometimes it's just one good turn that just feels right, which makes me want to come back and do it again. You could have like a 3-hour session and not have a single good wave, and then you get like one good turn that just feels right, and that makes me come back.